Hello, it's me, Jack-a-Lopium. Welcome along. We are back playing some more Encased. This will be, I think, episode 11. So we are steadily going through the episodes. We managed to trigger this fight a minute ago, so what can we do here? Energize, castling, or psi shock? Okay, so fatigue damage probably is a good idea. So yeah, let's blast her just so she gets... Ah, that's excellent. And we castled with her, of course, because that's what a castling maneuver is in chess. Okay, so she doesn't attack us this turn. But I suspect she's going to attack us this turn. No. Oh, there you go. She's managed to call this second guy who is also armed, but I mean, she's just going to cark it. There you go. But this guy has got even more. Let's blast him with the castling ray. I think that's good for fatigue. Oh boy, there is another guy here as well. Okay, so let's castle again. He's from the Daily Stormer by the looks of it. Oh no, his name's Stormer. That'll be that. This this video being demonetized. Okay, so there is literally just 3 guys. Should we just start shooting him? Okay, we missed. Fantastic. Let's energize ourselves. Oh, we can't do it on ourselves. That's a shame. Okay. It will take us a couple of rounds to get through this guy's HP. Ow. We're frozen to the ground. Okay, missed all of that. And so did this guy, or lady, I guess. Okay, so the next guy, hopefully we'll put this guy down. Nope. Ah, no, we miss. Terrible. And then he shot us a bunch of times. We took a bunch of damage there. Not a big fan of damage. Okay, that was a good bit of damage we managed to get on her. But then she's just freaking murdered us, man. Okay, she missed, thankfully. Okay, and that puts her down. Thankfully, I think we should probably heal up with a medkit. That's, I'm pretty sure it's just a belt item anyway. There you go. Techno woman, a bunch of bolts. I think that's good for upgrading our here. And there's the medkit back again. There's some crates up here. Diversions for Dummies Guide. Dummies Guides weren't around in the 1970s. Okay, we got a bunch of exploration, XP. There's also a strange briefcase which we can scan. It's a relic case. We can also pick the lock. And there you go, some relic dust. Big whoop-de-doo. But it's given us a bunch of XP, which is nice. Let's head into the facility. Why not? It can't get any more mysterious, can it? Okay, thankfully we're just up top on this veranda here. And there's nobody else lurking around going to kill us. And there is a bunch of binos looking in various directions. There's a lockbox over here. With another princess rifle, let's just take it. Why not? How close are we to being over? Fairly close, but every time we find a princess rifle, we get a bunch of XP, which is handy. You stop near the binos. The half erased inscription on the orange case reads Western Sector. Let's take a look. And the only highway leads west. The hot air rises from the white shimmering salt marshes, distorting the image. The light stripes, barely visible against a background of white sand, precisely delineates the contours of an object, something too rectangular to be part of the landscape. The C12 Nashville object has to be somewhere there, or rather what's left of it. There you go, salt marshes, there you go, you can read that yourself. Let's zoom in on the mysterious stripe. At first it seems you're looking at a reflection of the salt marsh. It's difficult to say what this is. Objects in the west of the dome haven't been thoroughly studied. Recalling the route to C12 Nashville, you point the binos at its ruins. You can't see much from this vantage point, but you are able to make out the neighborhood and even the parking lot. Awesome, there you go. So the parking lot, the surrounding area. Let's just stop looking. But there are other binos to the other cardinal points. cafe, the roadside cafe that we were at before. Ruins of Spire. There you go. Pretty mysterious. Bino's looking east. So that's towards Magellan. You can read this on your own. Okay, complex. Take a look at the slums. And then Bino's facing north are the last ones. Hey, we got achieve that we're on top of the world. Look closer at the road junction. Focus on the arc encounter. Look at the dome. There you go. A bunch of extra bits and bobs there. We can climb this ladder. We can pick the lock. Nice, we got a mask which looks pretty funky. Hey, nice, there you go. That's me with the mask on. Ta, awesome. Very cool, man. There you go. Exit to the dome. Sure. There's nothing else we can do. There we are. Nashville, etc. So if we go to... I mean, we've populated the map with a couple of bits and bobs. They're all miles away from us. There's the Maelstrom. It's like the Eye of Terror. Jordan Prius salt marshes, the mirror, whatever that is. Magellan. Do we keep going towards Magellan? Okay, what we have decided to do, what I've decided to do is cut out a little bit of stuff there. We were in the observation deck base up here. But right now we're in the neutral zone at Picnic. It's a town called Picnic. It's actually the... it was originally called the Picnic area. It was where there was a bunch of stuff to do previously, which I did before I started the series. The reason why I did that is because... I wasn't particularly happy with my character, so I did a little bit of grinding off camera. I've managed to grind my way up to level 7. I think we're at level 6 previously, right? So I've sort of skipped ahead a little bit, done a tiny bit of extra grinding. I think I've taken like a few extra skill points here and there, and I spent my perk on Optimizer, which is 25 encumbrance and 40 contraptions. I've also got a heaving inventory. It's heaving with crap. In fact, even with the extra inventory encumbrance space, I'm like a little bit over. So we need to, first order of the day is to streamline a little bit. So that will involve selling a bunch of stuff. I want to buy a backpack and I want to buy a belt. So there's that. Yeah, I believe it is possible here because this is, now that it's, the timeline has moved on a bit. This has become some kind of home base. you can read that. So I believe we should see some shops around here. There you go. Discovered some buried concrete pipes, so maybe we'll check that out. Let's take that. I mean, I do want to sell all of this dope. That should be a fair amount of cashola, really. I also want to find a length of rope as well. So I want to buy a length of rope. I want to see about getting a vehicle. Just so I can drive about. Instead of having to walk everywhere, which is probably going to take hours. And it might lead to some bad stuff in the wilderness. A broad-shouldered dwarfish woman is carefully studying a semi-transparent plastic flask. Her faded old badge reads, Galina Buscanova, Engineer.
What do you want?
She blows the forelock off her face and slaps your hand with her dirty palm. What are you prowling around for, huh? She asks. Did you come back here to bother me? I have business and I don't need any small talk. Let's ask her what her business is. Thing is, she says, we have fresh water here, but it's long gone. Now this gizmo only pumps water, though the water's bad, poisoned, undrinkable. I thought it was the filter, but nope, found a new one. Can you imagine? Installed it, and right away it got gummed up with some nasty goo, like snot. Ew. Galina frowns and squeamishly shakes her head. In the same bold way, she grabs your shoulder, etc., etc. The well's over there, but it's buried. You'll need a shovel to dig it out. If you go a little further beyond the gas station, you'll see a sewer entrance. Yep. I've looked over the schematics. The sewer and pump here seem to be connected to the well, but I'm not sure. So this could be a quest, maybe. We won't start a quest until we can, sort everything out. In regard to our inventory. Okay. I'm going to search in this toolbox. Another pipe wrench. What I have been doing as well off camera is breaking down all of this equipment. What the smack? Oh no, that's my side glove. I was like, what cost $2,000? Yeah, I found a side glove just wandering around in the wilderness. It's quite a well, it's a lot higher level than I am, so it should work really well in regard to damage. But yeah, what I have been doing is breaking this stuff down. With strip like that. It gives us a little bit of experience and a few like weapon parts and things like that.
What are you doing, you numbnut? The water's poisoned.
The water's poisoned. Let's just scan it. There you go, you get a bit more XP. Right before we head in to check out all of that other stuff. Yes, really quite a lot of regrowth in the years in between our first visit. I mean, I don't know exactly how long it's been between these two visits. I don't know. Do we know what date it is? Does it tell you what date it is? Oh, it's 1978, so it's about 2 years we were in the Maelstrom for, when we were losing all sense of time and space. So We've basically lost 2 years. So yeah, this lady, Audrey Melville, who... I don't know who she is, but the other guy was called Melville, wasn't he? Let's talk to her.
A girl in blue wing uniform is standing on the gas station's porch, leaning on a handrail, cradling a metal mug of some hot drink. She waves to you.
Hey, can I help you? I haven't seen you here before.
The blue readily offers her hand.
By the way, I'm Audrey Melville, and this is the Picnic Neutral Zone. We don't get involved in politics, we don't participate in conflicts, and we welcome any who respect our rules.
There you go.
She grins.
His granddaughter. Although sometimes I seem to be a sitter, a nanny, and an accountant. And a builder, and a cook, and just about anything, really.
Okay, so in 2 years' time, he's had a granddaughter.
Audrey gestures broadly around the gas station.
I spend my days here, fixing stuff up, selling CPS,
Which I
gas,
just picked up.
batteries. I also cook for everyone. And you know, we get quite a crowd around here sometimes. Everyone gets everything they need.
It's the doomsday
So
whistle.
what do you need?
But
Audrey seems puzzled by this question.
This is the neutral zone. We don't participate in political games, and we don't approve of violence and
gonna
banditry.
play for a bit longer.
If someone asks us for asylum, we'll protect them as long as they're in our territory. We also forbid gambling and prostitution. It's a tax-free zone for all trade operations, and all donations for the zone's general needs are voluntary. There are no other rules.
The girl wraps her hands around the mug again and glances over at you. Audrey wrinkles her forehead.
Yes, there is something.
Oh?
There's a problem with cockroaches in the nearby swamp. Specifically, that there's too many of them. Can you deal with that? I'll show you the coordinates.
She pulls out her kairos.
Yes.
Audrey
can do
puts the
that.
mug on the table.
Then go. Picnic will be grateful to you.
Great, but I am going to...
What do you mean, who? I'm responsible for all of this.
She doesn't immediately understand your question. Audrey proudly crosses her arms.
Or do you mean those freeloaders pretending to be the local authorities? If you do, then first, we're on our own here. And second, nobody really knows us around here much because of the anomaly.
Melville leaves the mug and takes out a key.
Let me open the workshop and I'll show you what I've got.
Alright, yeah, I don't know. No, she doesn't have any. Like, I want a belt and I want a backpack. I assume she's got some bonds. Hey, some rope. I am gonna grab some rope. So yeah, we're gonna grab some ropes. Probably. I'm gonna do some trading, probably off camera. We'll do a quick bit of explorating beforehand. Yeah, and here is your personal box. This is these they're not too commonplace outside. Look, this is all the crud I've picked up already. There's another one of these relics. I've got loads of these relics, so I'm gonna just trade a bunch to her, sell them all off to her. So yeah, that is Moustache. So yeah, just a bunch of explorating. I mean, it's just a matter of going through and just picking up everything, just clearing everything out. I think what I do want to commit to camera though, yeah, I'll do all that collecting of stuff off camera. I might fiddle around with upgrading some weapons and things like that. But let's have a quick look around. Let's talk to Paris. What's his name? Or what's her name, I should say. The woman with a tiled, wrinkled but still beautiful face is Paris Langley. At least that's what it says on her badge. She's standing guard.
Oh, good day.
You're the one they say wanders the dome. Hey, what? So I'm already kind of like an urban myth. Do you ever go to Magellan? I am on my way there. Can you find someone for me? I'm willing to pay. It's not much, but you can never have too many combons. Am I right? Yes. Ask for the details. She takes a faded, blurry picture out of her pocket and shows it to you. I'm looking for Leighton Langley, my brother. He stayed in the new committee. I haven't heard from him for a while and he's making me anxious. I keep thinking something's happened to him. He's not the kind to just disappear. He'd come to find me. There you go. You can read the rest of it.
See you later.
And then, yeah, this is, hey, Aaron Melville, nice. Old Melville hasn't changed a bit, same dirty jumpsuit, slightly foolish expression and strangely squinting eyes. Okay, so he hasn't left altogether. Huh? I thought he'd black wins, so he's still playing chess. There you go. Yeah, I'm going to do all this exploration off camera because it's literally just going to be me checking various things. We have picked up a couple of quests, so... and this is basically where our truck broke down originally. There's a couple of dead animals. Vulpa. Okay, so we can scan this because I don't think I've ever seen a Vulpa. There you go. This is a Vulpa. Yeah, it's a Vulpatinger. Cause of death, bullet wound. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put a cut in there, and then this will be Wednesday's episode, right? Episode 11. So I'll do some exploring and some trading off camera, and I'll show you what I've done in the next episode. But yeah, if you want to see more, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.
You can tell them in my name to all go to hell.